Here's a sneaky reason the narcissist ends a relationship abruptly. Be careful. I feel compelled to address the topic of narcissistic relationships, as it is often shrouded in secrecy and deception. The world of narcissism is marked by inequality, as those with narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, have an exaggerated sense of self-worth and an intense aversion to criticism or rejection. These dynamics are not limited to romantic relationships and can impact platonic, familial, and casual relationships as well, with a dominant disposition. Regardless of the relationship's depth, it is inevitable that the narcissist will pull the relationship's trigger and end it. In these uncertain times, the video of Sneaky Ways Narcissists End Relationships may provide insight into the insidious techniques used in this nefarious process. We must acknowledge that the value and worth are in a constant state of flux in the landscape of narcissistic supply. Whether it is monetary compensation, sexual favors, basic necessities, or emotional energy, the source of supply is a constant factor in a narcissistic relationship. It is tragic that in these relationships, the emotional energy provided by the partner can serve as a merciless sword of Damocles. Once the narcissist recognizes that they are the primary cause of their partner's pain and suffering, they may disengage from the relationship and abandon their partner. Remember, my friends, that we all deserve love and respect. No one can shake our sense of worth and value. Let us find the strength to recognize and avoid toxic relationships, and may the Lord guide us on our journey towards true fulfillment and love. Let us pause and examine the intricate and uncertain terrain that may lead to the termination of a relationship with a narcissist. This scenario is not merely a possibility, but a profound concern for many of us. Narcissistic individuals place their desires on a pedestal, fueled by a desire for control, power, manipulation, and possessiveness. They desire your absolute loyalty and devotion, viewing you only as a tool to achieve their ends. Despite your closeness, they consider you disposable, subject to their every whim. In this overbearing and oppressive world of egocentric indulgence, the narcissist's relentless pursuit of love and devotion can have insidious and devastating effects. They will not hesitate to sabotage your other relationships to maintain their influence over you, because they will stop at nothing to secure all your affection. However, if they notice any unmet needs, they will cut all ties without a second thought, disregarding everything that you both have built together. The dynamics of narcissistic relationships can be perplexing and confusing. Narcissists usually end their relationships when they've exhausted everything they can acquire from their partner. To them, the relationship is only a tool to achieve their goals, with little regard for its quality or significance. Anything that works to their advantage, whether it is financial support, sexual gratification, physical shelter, or emotional sustenance, serves their purpose. Narcissists seek out individuals with values such as self-assurance, unique qualities, drive, and a passion for life, exploiting their energy until they are no longer useful. Never forget that you are deserving of love and respect, and that no one should ever demean or diminish you. Let us acknowledge the value of our relationships and recognize those who work hard to nurture them. May the Lord grant us the fortitude and resilience to confront and overcome the complexities of dealing with narcissism. My fellow congregation, let us discuss the potentially destructive nature of interacting with a narcissist. Once the narcissist decides to move on, no amount of love or loyalty can sway them, leaving behind an aftermath of chaos and misery. They will leave you with nothing, taking your possessions, self-esteem, and physical health with them. It is bewildering to witness their eagerness to leave the moment you feel entirely depleted and alone, and they are confident that they have broken you. Imagine a complex and convoluted scenario where you are dealing with a narcissist set on ending your relationship. If they feel that you have discovered their manipulative and deceitful behaviors, the situation can unfold in unpredictable and distressing ways. One approach is to confront the narcissist regarding their controlling and dysfunctional tendencies, in addition to their misleading behavior. Unfortunately, narcissists cannot handle being held accountable for their errors or imperfections and are likely to respond poorly to criticism. In such cases, they may distance themselves from people who hold them to account. Alternatively, you can use the grey rock strategy, where an individual becomes emotionally unresponsive to the narcissist, making it difficult for them to derive emotional energy from others. When narcissists realize they can no longer manipulate or control others, they will experience devaluation and seek out other people to provide them with the emotional sustenance they require. Eventually, this may cause them to avoid you as they have nothing to gain from someone who can no longer meet their emotional needs. Let us remember that we deserve to be treated with respect and kindness. No one has the authority to deprive us of our dignity or sense of self-worth. May the Lord grant us the wisdom and courage to identify and avoid toxic relationships, and may we find joy and fulfillment in our lives. We must strengthen and nurture our relationships that are founded on mutual respect, love, and loyalty. May the grace of the Lord provide us with the wisdom and resilience required to navigate the challenges presented by narcissism and emerge victorious. Narcissists will not hesitate to sever ties with those closest to them in order to preserve their power and control. When they believe they are losing their ability to deceive and manipulate, they will withdraw, leaving a wake of destruction and heartache. It is crucial to remain vigilant and cognizant of their manipulative methods. Narcissists will steer clear of individuals who can see through their facade and comprehend their true nature fully. Their exaggerated sense of self-esteem and importance cannot tolerate exposure and vulnerability, and they will lash out against those who challenge their convictions. Besides, narcissists are prone to swiftly change their loyalties. They will abandon their current source of emotional or material satisfaction and move on to a new partner, content to leave behind a series of destruction and pain. They lack the ability to form genuine bonds and instead engage in flings and extramarital affairs, always in search of fresh experiences and prey. Let us remain steadfast in our relationships and keep alive love, compassion, and forgiveness towards others. Let us pledge to lead healthy and fulfilling lives, and may the Lord's grace shine on us always. Dear brothers and sisters, let us be cognizant of the risks that narcissism poses to our relationships and emotional health. May the Lord grant us the discernment and courage we need to overcome these arduous times and establish relationships built on empathy, admiration, and mutual understanding. Narcissists' distinct and indecipherable regulations may make it challenging to stay relevant, and once they have depleted all their resources, they will abandon you like a discarded object. It's crucial to remember that narcissists leave relationships to preserve their power and dominance. Ending things on their terms provides them with a fleeting sense of control that reinforces their exaggerated sense of self-esteem and grandiose beliefs. Permit me to ask, as we near the conclusion of our discussion, if you have ever endured the agony of a relationship with a narcissist. Please understand that you are not alone. Please feel free to share your story with us in the section for comments that follows. Let us unite in love and support, and may the Lord grant us the strength and wisdom to overcome the obstacles of life. I appreciate your participation today.